Good morning, YMCA, and I'm so glad that I could, meet you all through this, whatever, your YouTube or your Zoom channels or whatever. And I know it's such a sad state that we are not able to meet each other face to face, and I really want to thank your principal ma'am, who's actually thought so much for you guys, and she asked me to make this video so that we can learn a few things and have fun like the way we used to have fun. Okay, so I just have a question for you. How many of you guys like rain? Even I love rain, and whenever it rains we feel like going out and having fun. But even if that rain sometimes that rain causes a lot of problems. Sometimes it brings sickness, and sometimes in places like Mumbai, you guys might be listening to the news and hearing the news and seeing the news, and you might be wondering why this little bit of rain causes floods. So everything too much is dangerous for every life, and even for you and for me. And sometimes what happens, this rain causes such big trouble in our lives. And I'm going to teach you a song which says, there might be a lot of cyclones in our lives, and there might be severe rains in our lives. Now this rain talks about the difficulties that you and I face. And at this point of time, the biggest difficulty that we are facing is this COVID-19. So many things in our lives, and you might be seeing a lot of news. So many things are happening. You might be hearing news of death, news of sicknesses, news of your beloved ones who are suffering, and people suffering financially, people suffering in hospitals, and many things. All these kind of troubles do come in our lives. But when we have that trust in that one power, and that is supernatural power whom we call God, all these things will come in place. And this is the song that talks about the rains that come in our lives. And even there might be storms, and even there might be difficulties, even in difficult situations. One thing that is sure is that God, who loves you, that supernatural power who has made you and who has made me, is sufficient enough, and He is possible in every situation, and He's going to make this situation to come into pass. Okay, so let's all learn this song, and this song is called Whether It Rains. Okay, so I'm going to sing for you just once, and then we'll all learn it, because it's a very easy song. Okay, so guys, I hope you all enjoy this song. Whether it rains, whether it pours, wherever I go, I will trust you, Lord, in the light of the day, in the darkest nights. I will trust you, Lord, with all my life. Whether it rains, whether it pours, wherever I go, I will trust you, Lord, in the light of the day, in the darkest nights. I will trust you, Lord, all my life. For my hope is where you are. 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 Whether it rains, whether it pours, wherever I go, I will trust you, Lord, in the light of the day, in the darkest nights. I will trust you, Lord, with all my life. I will trust you, Lord, with all my life. I will trust you, Lord, with all my life. Yes, dear guys, always trust that supernatural one who is called God. Trust Him at all times, and He's going to be there with you, and He will bring us all out of the situation that we are going through. Okay, be blessed. God bless you all.